Thanks, guys. I've always wanted to do comedy in front of a brick wall, and I've never gotten the chance to before today, because I feel like every place you see on any comedy show has a brick wall. And have you ever watched the show Louis C.K.'s show? You ever notice that when he does stand-up, he always is against the wall with his arm outstretched like he's bracing against it, telling his jokes. And that used to really take me out of the bit, because I was like, why is he holding it up? It made it look like the wall was vital to the structural integrity of the building. And then I was kind of like, that's just Louis. Just telling jokes and saving lives. Like, that's just a night for Louis. Okay, so the joke I wrote when I got here worked. That's good. I'm 1 for 1. By worked, I mean it worked a little. I got like a chuckle. I was dragged to a gun store by a friend of mine recently. We were hanging out. We ran out of things to do. He said, I've been looking into buying a handgun. Come with me. I said, okay, because I was in his car. I was kind of trapped. Which actually makes me a little bit uncomfortable. I don't spend a lot of time in gun stores. I spend a lot of time in grocery stores. But that's because what you buy there is a lot less likely to be used to murder you. Gun stores make me a little uncomfortable. And to ease that tension a little bit, I said to my friend, I said, the weird thing about this trip is I don't think I would trust you with a handgun. And that was when somebody interjected into our conversation, and he said, that's why you buy one as well. So when he gets out of line, you can stop him. And I said, you missed my point entirely. It's like, that's not how that works. That's, to me, is like saying the way that we stop rape is just give everybody a penis. It doesn't help, because the people who are still going to use it poorly will use it poorly. And the good people, all they can do is what, rape you back? It doesn't help. So needless to say, this didn't ease my nerves at all. And it actually got worse, because I was standing in what ended up sort of being an inverted circus tent. And what I mean by that is I was in the center as a spectator, and everything around me was just unbelievably nuts. Like, this is not what I expected to see. Like, in the back of the store, there was a shooting range, and a guy shooting at a target holding his gun like this. And I was like, just technique is just out the window. We're just not gonna, whatever. Just sell it to anybody. Who gives a fuck how they use it? And it's like, obviously he doesn't care. And at the front of the store, by the registers, there's a guy shopping for a shotgun, holds the shotgun against his pant leg to see if he can conceal it, and they sold him the shotgun. Which to me is a huge red flag. It's like, okay, if the person is trying to see if they can do illegal shit before they buy it, don't sell it to them. Let's maybe just don't get the money that day. And it got worse when this one kid walked in. Now, he was probably 21 or 22, but I say kid because he was kind of a kid. I'm still a kid. I'm 22. But he walked in, and it was kind of like if the motorcycle kid from Bad News Bears decided to buy a gun. Like, right away, he looked like a prick. And his buddy who was with him pointed at this little revolver that was like this big. And he was like, oh, check this out. And he walks over to the glass, and he goes, yeah, it's like a little hand cannon. He used the term hand cannon, which to me says he's not mature enough to buy that weapon. If it were up to me, I'd have a questionnaire, and the first question on this questionnaire would be, have you ever referred to a gun using the term ghost maker, soul stealer, or hand cannon? And the follow-up immediately would be, have you ever referred to pulling a trigger and shooting somebody as finger-banging their life force? And if yes, don't bother filling out the rest of this questionnaire. You don't get a gun. Thank you, guys. That's my time.